Hi,
Tessa.
Tessa.
Oh, I love your name.
Hi, I'm Ceci Balagot, and I play Frankie Stein.
Hey, I am Nayah Damasen, and I play Draculaura.
Hi, my name is Miia Harris, and I play Clawdeen Wolf.
Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time to talk with me today.
Of
I really
course.
appreciate it. Huge Monster High fan, myself and my kids.
Yes.
We're very much looking forward to the movie tonight. We can't wait.
Yay.
But I'd love to start it off with if you guys were fans of Monster High.
Oh, we are fans of Monster High.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
diehard
Absolutely.
fans. We all grew up on it to some
Yeah.
degree, I believe. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, for me it was the cartoons mostly and the dolls. The dolls were the first thing I was ever introduced to. When they made the TV show, I think I was like, oh cool, they made a show about the dolls.
Right.
Right. And they're, oh my gosh, like there was the only kind of toy around that mixed like a little bit feminine with a little bit edgy, and you know, I have two brothers, and I was into all kinds of weird stuff, and I liked Star Wars, and this kind of, my brothers loved Monster High too. Like it really met us in the middle, and that's what I've always loved about it.
Yeah, for me, I'm actually the opposite. I was a fan of the or no, wait, you were the fan of cartoon.
No, I was a fan of the cartoon and the dolls first.
Okay, I was a fan of the cartoon first.
Ah, yes.
And then I was like, oh my gosh, there are dolls, even better. So I just have so many memories of going over to my cousin's house, because she had all of them. And even now, she's like digging up all of these like little Monster High memorabilia and like sending me it. So it's like all nostalgic.
They're coveted.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I just have so many memories of playing with Draculaura and Clawdeen and Frankie, and now I get to actually be with them. So that's fun.
Yeah, I got really into Monster High in the 3rd grade. I believe I saw the movies first, but then I quickly got the dolls, and me and my friends loved Monster High, and so we would always play Monster High at recess. We would pretend to be the characters. I would always pretend to be Clawdeen, and I would howl at the moon and run around like a werewolf. So really, I've been preparing for this my whole life. That's besides the point. No, I like love Monster High, so when I got this audition, I was like,
Yeah.
I
So
have been
excited. When I
training
got this
for
audition,
this.
I was so excited.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
much manifested it, but
I think you did.
Yeah.
So then, speaking of after the audition, when you got the news that you guys got the parts, were you freaking out?
oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely, yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. And I knew that you two were the ones that got the other roles. I
Yeah.
just knew it.
I
like,
knew it.
in my heart. Like,
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but when they sent me my contract, they actually put Miia instead of Nayah. So I knew you got it.
Oh, yeah, because we
before.
didn't know. We weren't told who else was cast. They told us that we got it.
we were
and then
trying to
just
like.
left-
I was trying to like, what is it? Sherlock Holmes it
Yeah.
really
Oh,
hard
yeah.
because. They told us, they told me, and we all had meetings with the director and the producer, Todd and Adam, who are lovely, lovely people. And they were so excited that the three of us were going to be in it, and they told me at least, they were like, do you know who's going to be in it? And I was like, is it me and Nayah? And they're like, yes, it is. And I was like,
Yeah.
No, during our chemistry reads, like, our chemistry was, we just clicked so well that I was like, if I get this, they're gonna get this. And if they get
Absolutely.
this,
We're
I think
people
I
from
might.
very different places.
Yes.
So
Randomly
different.
just thrown together, and we're like the perfect trio.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah.
I still can't really believe that it happened. So maybe
neither,
I'll get
that's
back to
true.
you in
It's
like
yet to
another
fully
year.
process, I
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a year. It's not enough time, so maybe next year we can circle back and I'll
For
let
sure.
you know.
Like that poster in back was like, I don't even,
Yeah.
it hasn't sunk in
Yeah.
at all.
It's like, how did it feel the first time you saw yourself in costume, but each other as well?
Right.
Well, all
Oh
of a
my
sudden
gosh.
they were blue and she was pink. So that
You
was
were so cute. My first thought was, like,
I
oh my god, she
know.
needs like, you could be pink as a person, and I would be like,
Thank
it just like
you.
it matches you.
Thank you so
Yes.
much.
The
Oh
shade
my
of pink too was just so
It was so
stunning.
Yeah.
flattering. It was
Yes.
beautiful.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Like looking at y'all, because you know, I love the cartoon and I love the dolls. And I just think in general, as humans, you guys look like your characters. So
we keep getting that.
yeah. So when I
the
saw
best
it
compliment.
actually come to life and you're blue and you have ears popping out of your head, I was like,
Cute too.
wow, I know. It's so cute. And I just knew like, wow, this is gonna be a very fashionable but yet colorful movie.
Yes.
Yeah, it was so fun. I mean, honestly, working on it was like Halloween every day, and we are obsessed with Halloween.
Yeah.
So it was like a dream come true just to walk on a set and have everybody be monsters. It was so fun.
Yes.
Yes. absolutely. Everything about the whole environment was very spooky all the time, and we're all spooky people. We loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so awesome. So what do you think is important for kids to take away from this movie? Because something that I love as a mom about Monster High is that it really encourages you to just be yourself. So can you talk a little bit about the message behind the film?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, the message is very clear, I think, that it's about friendship and inclusivity at its heart, that anybody should be able to be friends with anybody, and that if you keep love and acceptance and like really are empathetic with people and see where they're coming from, that any group of people can become friends.
Right.
And that's the most important thing.
Yeah, I thought it was so cute, specifically for my character Draculaura. She doesn't really like warm up to Clawdeen or Frankie like in the beginning of the movie, but then once she becomes herself and then she shows off a different side of her, like witchcraft, which is not okay in the monster world, but it's a part of her. Like when she's authentic to that, then she becomes friends with them. So I think one of the main things like is that if you just be yourself and be 100% authentic, you will find the right people for you. So yeah.
Yeah, it's all about, I mean, I think love is the center of the message of this film. And, you know, all of our characters are really, I mean, they're young teenagers, so they're really starting this, like, journey to discovering who they are and what they like and, you know, just forming their self-identity. And I think there's moments for everybody where they kind of consider changing to fit in or to be accepted. And I think a huge part of this film is we learn that that is just not the way to go. By being your true self, being exactly who you were meant to be, that is when you will find the people who truly love you for who you are. And you see Clawdeen and Frankie and Draculaura, they only make these meaningful friendships once they let themselves be true to who they are. And I think that's just a really exciting thing that kids need to know. I wish I would have been told that a little bit younger, because we all get to that point eventually, but I think that's such an important lesson.
Oh, I love it. And last but certainly not least, the musical numbers. Like, can you talk about just like the dance moves? Like, how long did it take to practice all this? 'Cause just from the trailer, I can't wait for that.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first week that we got there, we did what I guess we're calling officially now boot camp.
Boot camp?
Where basically we woke up, they were trying to get us, acclimated to the hours that we were going to be spending, which was a lot. And it's, all hard work from us, and we love doing it.
Yeah.
So we would wake up at 6 a.m. and then get out and get warmed up and then learn all the dances for a whole week, pretty much from sunrise to sunset. We worked on dances. We learned lip syncing the songs the right way, which is something that was really hard for me, actually. I didn't think it was going to be that difficult.
Yeah.
Right.
But that is like a whole skill. And also learning how to dance in our shoes, which is we learned the dances, and then they were like, okay, now add these heels, and we were like, okay.
Yeah. And contacts.
And then we had to learn how to dance with, I have always had dancing with my hair in a tight ponytail or just no hair at all.
Right.
Yeah.
And dancing with a long wig was,
Just
and
like
the
whipping.
contacts was so disorienting.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot of coordination and a little bit of time to adjust to that. We spent the whole first week doing that.
Yeah, and I will forever thank Heather and Randa, our choreographers, for their patience with us and just their whole artistic vision, because they have us dancing on tables, but I wouldn't have that musical number any other way.
Yeah.
Like what they put together is so cool. So
there was
much
so
worth it.
much like passion put into every aspect of this project, including the dances and the musical numbers. And I think the story of Monster High the movie is amazing, and I think it's so important. And what makes the story better other than musical numbers? I don't think there's any other
help
way.
the story move along.
Yeah, it's like you get the amazing story, and then you just have like a fun dance break. It's like a flash mob in the movie. I love it. I think it gives it the perfect amount of spice and excitement.
For sure. If teachers were to start singing and we would all break up into musical numbers, I think I would listen to it more, pay attention to it more.
And it's definitely a different approach to Monster High, because Monster High has never been a musical before.
Right.
And
Yeah, there have been some songs here and there,
Right,
but
well,
not like
exactly.
breakout.
The most
Right.
beautiful lyrics to ever come out of Monster High were Monster, Monster High, Monster High, Monster, Monster High. Freaky, she can fly, Monster High.
Thank you.
So now we've got something a little bit more than that,
Yes.
so that Monster High fans can have more to listen to.
Well, I can't wait to see the movie. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much to all my monetary supporters, my members, and my Patreons. Love you guys.